We're giving you a round one update of the PGA Championship here on CBS Sports HQ. It's a good day for Bryson DeChambeau. A really good card for him after round one. He's got birdies on 1, 4, 6, 14, 16, and 18. A bogey on 12 and 17, but that doesn't really matter. He's 4 under after round one, a solo leader as of right now. And here are the guys that are trying to chase Bryson DeChambeau. Scottie Scheffler, world number 2, a 3 under 67 after round one. Rory McIlroy +1, shooting a 71. The defending champ JT making things a little bit difficult to win at Oak Hill back-to-back for himself after round one on Thursday, shooting a 72. And Masters champ Jon Rahm, not what we're used to seeing from Jon Rahm, shooting a +6 and 76 after round one at Oak Hill Country Club. And let's welcome in our CBS Sports golf analyst, Doug Bell, to kind of go down the leaderboard. And Doug, we're going to start at the top of the leaderboard talking about Bryson DeChambeau. Obviously, it's very interesting when we're talking about some live guys, how their game is going to translate for these major championships. He's 4 under 66. What is he doing well?
Well, Jacqueline, first off, where's Bryson DeChambeau been? I mean, we haven't talked about this guy forever. He is on LIV, obviously, has not won a LIV tournament as of yet. No longer is he on the magazine covers, and he's not a big presence on social media. So he really has been a lost entity in golf. But today was vintage Bryson DeChambeau. Now, he's number 1 in strokes gained overall up to this point of the opening round. At this point, he's gained over 7 shots against the rest of the field because he's done everything really, really well. But his strength, obviously, is distance off the tee. Number 1 driving distance so far, averaging 347 yards off the tee. So even when he missed fairways, he was close enough to the greens to get it up there in the vicinity. Hit 15 out of 18 greens in regulation, 9 out of 14 fairways. That's really, really good. And again, 6 birdies, 2 bogeys. Wow, what a start for Bryson DeChambeau. And Jacqueline, you're right. If somehow a live guy like DeChambeau goes on to win, that would be the biggest story in golf, bar none.
Absolutely. And another guy that's having himself a pretty good Thursday, world number 2, Scottie Scheffler, a 3 under 67 for him after round one. He's a lot of people's pick to win it all at Oak Hill. A really clean card for Scottie there. His first bogey-free round in a major, which I found to be pretty interesting, Doug.
He might be the only guy to go bogey-free today. It was really a remarkable day for Scottie Scheffler. And Jacqueline, you and I have talked all week. He's number 1 on the PGA Tour greens hit in regulation, over 74%. But today at Oak Hill, he was only 11 of 18 greens hit in regulation, but yet he never bogeyed a hole. So he got up and down, 7 for 7 in scrambling, including 2 for 2 from the bunkers. It was just one of those great days, even for world number 2, a guy who's done so much here in the last couple of years. When you go around a place like Oak Hill, bogey-free, and set the standard at 67, wow. I mean, that's exactly what the doctor ordered for Scottie Scheffler. He has got to be dancing a jig somewhere because this was the start that he really wanted.
So we have Scottie having himself a bogey-free round, and then obviously a little bit of a different story for Rory, who has 4 bogeys on his card, already facing just an uphill battle on a Thursday. He's 1 over after round one. Where are the shortcomings for Rory? What's going wrong for him there at Oak Hill Country Club?
Jacqueline, it's all about the driver, which is kind of a head scratcher because I've always considered him the number 1 driver of the golf ball in the world. I mean, it's amazing watching this young guy on the range, and then I'm lucky enough to walk inside the ropes, and what he does with the driver in his hand, and even a 3-wood, is remarkable. But again today, Rory McIlroy, 2 of 14 fairways hit. Think about that, 2 out of 14. Got off to a really slow start. Did birdie 3 of his last 6 holes, which brought him back. In his post-round interview, he seemingly was a little upset, thought he hit the ball better with his irons and was disappointed with that 1-over finish. But again, it was a sluggish round all the way around. And not only was the driver bad, but right now he ranks 95th in putting up to this point of the opening round. He had 30 total putts. That happens at Oak Hill, but the bottom line for Rory McIlroy, somehow he's got to drive it better. 2 out of 14 fairways hit. That is going to get you beat down in a hurry at Oak Hill.
All right, last year's champ, Justin Thomas, he's trying to be the 8th golfer ever to repeat at the PGA. He cards a 2/72 after round one. So obviously, Doug, making the potential to win it back-to-back a little bit difficult on himself right out the gate.
Yeah, no question. And again, this has kind of been a microcosm, today's round, of what his year has been, because he was cruising along, playing very well today, and then drops a double bogey at 6 and bogeys 9. And so that, went from 1 under to 2 over. And that's kind of how Justin has played all year. It's just you're in cruise control, and then oops, there's the drop shot, 2 shots at 6, and then of course the mistake at number 9. Again, 30 total putts, right now tied for 87th in putting. That's okay. He was 5 for 7 in scrambling. Listen, what he did today is okay. He would have liked to do better, but 2/72 sets him up just fine, I think, looking ahead now at Oak Hill.
And the Masters champ, Jon Rahm, 6 over. If you look at his card, there's more bogeys or double bogeys on his card than birdies, which is not what we're used to seeing from the world number one this season. He leads the PGA Tour in wins, and this is just not like him, Doug.
Jacqueline, I'm still looking. The last time he shot 76, I don't think he's ever shot 76 in his professional career. This is an absolute head scratcher of a round. He opens at number 10 with a birdie. I was on HQ this morning. He rolls in a birdie, and here we go. But then all of a sudden, 16, 17, 18, 2 and 3. That was 5 drop shots in a 6-hole span. It was a terrible, terrible start. 6 bogeys and a double bogey. Hit only 5 of 14 fairways. Hit only 7 of 18 greens. Now here's the thing, Jacqueline. Jon Rahm was 4 out of 11 in scrambling. He failed to get up 7 times and 0 for 3 out of bunkers. That's his strength. So today was just, I think you could say this was the worst round in his professional career, Jon Rahm. Unfortunately, it happened in the opening round of a major championship.
Doug, after a round one like that, do you think Jon Rahm makes the cut and makes it to the weekend?
Well, the top 70 in ties make the weekend. Right now, he's tied for 123rd. So he's got some work to do tomorrow. And obviously, he's more than capable of going out tomorrow shooting 2 or 3 under. He can turn things around. But, man, he has to get to work in a hurry if he wants to play this weekend. Listen, he doesn't miss cuts. Very rarely. He's 15 out of his last 15 cuts made in major championships. So work to be done for world number one.
Yeah, certainly will be interesting to watch Jon Rahm in round 2. That is Doug Bell joining us here on HQ for a PGA Championship round 1 recap. Thank you so much, Doug. We appreciate it. And HQ has got you covered from Oak Hill. Joe Musso is anchoring all of our coverage all tournament long from Oak Hill. You can catch our crew, Kyle Porter, Rick Gaiman, all of the guys on site with interviews and analysis from New York. And of course, you can catch the 3rd and 4th round coverage on CBS and streaming all of the action on the go with Paramount Plus.